story about a queen. She was a really nice queen. She was very friendly and she was well liked, but the most important thing to know about this queen is that she was very, very fair. Whenever there is a dispute, they would bring her in and know that she wouldn't be taking one side or the other, that she would really be giving the most fair decision. So one night at breakfast, one of the people working in the castle told her that during the night, someone had tried to break into the room where she kept all of her gold, because there weren't any banks, so you had to keep all your money at home. The queen was really worried, and she decided that from that point on, 2 people would stand outside the room and guard the money. And so on the first night, nothing too exciting. They told stories, they ate snacks, pretty easy work. And on the second night, and the third night, and the fourth night. But on the 5th night, the guards started talking about how much money was in the room that they were guarding. The first guard said, "How much money do you even think is in there?" And the second guard said, "I have no idea, but it is more money than I have ever imagined in my entire life." The first guard was quiet for a while and then said, "I bet you would notice if I took just like 1 coin." The second guard said that this was probably not a good idea, but the first guard ignored him and he went in, took 1 gold coin, put it in his pocket. Several nights passed, and each night the first guard would sneak into the room, take 1 gold coin, put it in his pocket. And on the 5th night of this happening, the second guard was like, "Wait a second. Clearly the queen has no idea what's going on, so I think I'm going to get in on this too." Went in with the first guard. They each took 1 coin, put it in their pocket. But the next night, when the 2 guards showed up for work, the queen was waiting for them, along with 2 new guards. The queen said, "I know that you've taken coins from my vault, and for that you're each going to receive a fair consequence." The first guard looked at the queen and said, "Okay, tell me what my consequence is." And the queen said, "You took 5 coins, and so for that you will receive a consequence of 5 months in jail." The guard wasn't super excited, but he felt like that was a fair consequence, and so he went along with it. And then she turned to the second guard and said, "You took 1 coin, and so your consequence is 5 months in jail." And the second guard looked at her and said, "But wait, you said that you were going to give a fair consequence. I only took 1 coin, and he took 5 coins. How is that fair?" Many of you guys know that during these holidays, I like to think about not just the things that we do that are not good, that we want to do less of, but also the things that we do that are nice, that we want to do more of. And with that in mind, I want to suggest that there are 4 different ways that we can be influenced or be an influencer. This is like the limits of my design ability right here. Thank you, Noah. The first piece is when other people positively influence us. A lot of times these are our parents, our friends, our siblings. There's actually a lot of research that shows that siblings are our strongest influencers, for better or for worse. Other close influencers are teachers, classmates, coaches, hopefully rabbis. Sometimes we're influenced by people we don't know. Sometimes we're influenced by people we don't know, but research shows that actually doesn't last very long. So it's really important to have people in our lives who are going to help us make good choices and support us while we're making good choices. And the second piece is when we positively influence other people, when we have ethical behavior and kind behavior, when we give tzedakah and time generously. Just like other people are helping us make good choices, we have to pay that forward and help other people make good choices. The third piece is when we negatively influence somebody else. This is when we do something that causes somebody else to make a bad choice, something that hurts themselves or somebody else. An example might be telling a friend something bad about another kid in class. You're negatively influencing your friend to think badly of that other person. And the last piece is when we are negatively influenced by other people. When other people encourage us to do things that are not kind or ethical or friendly or welcoming. This one is really difficult Because unlike being positively influenced, it's really easy to be negatively influenced by people that we do not know. And for all of us, parents and kids alike, it takes a lot of work to make sure that doesn't happen. And these last two things are exactly what happened in the story. One guard negatively influenced the other guard to make a bad choice. Now, sometimes these negative influencers are really obvious, although just because they're obvious doesn't mean that they won't influence us. And sometimes they're really sneaky. We might not even realize that somebody else is changing our mind about something. Of course, all of us are positive and negative influencers at one time or the other. My dad used to tell us, do as I say, not as I do. And one of the most famous Jewish philosophers, Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, wrote that it's in our deeds, that means our actions, that we become aware of what life really is, of the power that each of us has to harm other people and to hurt other people, and also to bring other people joy. And so as we enter this new year, let each of us work to become positive influencers as much as possible, and to surround ourselves with positive influencers, and to be aware of the power that our own actions have to bring joy to people and to bring kindness and beauty and compassion to our world. Shana Tova.